Hey, it's Coach Colin at Centerline Fitness and Martial Arts, and I'm here to show you part 3 of the side plank series. Part 3, we transition into the side plank itself. And as you can imagine, it's a pretty important part of the series because it's called the side plank series. So I'd like to take our time and make sure we're doing proper technique to get the most out of the side plank and out of the series. So if we start at the end of part 2, which is in a plank, we'll transition into the side plank. So here I am in my plank. I'm going to shift my weight into one hand, place the blade, the outside blade of my foot flat on the floor, trying to line up my heel and my wrist in a line. Open up my chest and shoulder, and I reach this arm up. Squeeze my feet together for more support. So a few things I'm looking for here, trying to find a nice expressed but relaxed straight line between my arms, trying to find a straight line in my hips, and I'm trying to press my top hip forward so that my hips are square. So this is our basic side plank. Now you can modify this if that's too much intensity for your wrists or for your arms to support. Do it on your elbow. So before I get into side plank, while I'm in the plank, I'll drop down to my elbows, and then I'll do all the same stuff, except now I'm on my elbow. So it's easier on my wrist, obviously, it's not supporting my weight, and it's also easier for my arm to stabilize. So those are the basics of the side plank. Now I'm going to show you some of the modifications we do to make it more challenging once you're ready, but really there's no rush. So here I am in my plank. I transition to my side plank. The first thing we typically do is we float the top leg. When I do that, I'm trying not to let this hip fold in. I'm trying to keep this hip pressed forward, float the top leg, float the arm. Then we start to sweep the arm like this without raising the shoulder blade. Keep it relaxed, and eventually sweep the leg at the same time. So I'm sweeping the leg, sweeping the arm like this. Okay, and we typically hold it for maybe 10 to 15 seconds, but we do 2 sets on each side. So those are the basics and some advanced modifications for the side plank in the side plank series. Check that out, play around with it. Don't push yourself too fast, take your time, listen to your body, and eventually your side plank will get stronger, and you'll notice your shoulders, in particular, some of your posterior stabilizers and part of your rotator cuff group will get stronger and more stable. And it really helped me a lot. I've had injuries in both shoulders in the rotator cuff area, and for the longest time I couldn't do a side plank without shoulder pain, and I very mindfully developed this series and did certain stretches to restore the health and mobility in my shoulders, and now I feel great about doing side planks. So I hope it works for you too. I hope you stick with it and get some benefits, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. And I'll see you for part 4, the next video of the side plank series.